With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at point guard. And for the Hawks, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, Clark, we're starting to close in on the midway point of the season. How do these players pace themselves for what's ahead?
You know, Brian, it's interesting. You've prepared to play a long, grueling season, so the guys are in great shape. But I think the biggest thing is to be smart about how you play, how you practice, and how you take care of your body. I think when you get between the lines, you're going 100%. How you manage the stuff off the court is really the key. Working hard, but smarter is the key to being able to be at your best late in the season.
Young against MP. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Edwards. Out to the wing. Johnson against Reid. It's blocked by Gobert.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Greg.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet them.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Young. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside McDaniels. MP outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Hawks.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
To the right side. Deflects the pass. To the middle. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Young, the pass to Capella. Back to Young. Down low. Here's Johnson. Reid with the rebound.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
MP finds Edwards. Back to MP. Pass to Edwards. The turnaround jumper. Second shot opportunity. Gobert no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Young. Here's Daniels. Still without a bucket. Back to Young. And he hits it to tie the game.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. To the wing, right side. Here's Rizachet. McDaniels covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Rizachet out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with a prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Pass to Daniels. And here's Capella, defended by Gobert. Here's Daniels, outside Young, from outside the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Ice tray, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Edwards, the pass to MP. Now here's Gobert. MP outside. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Young looking for an opening. And it's blocked by Edwards. Young can't hit.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
MP, that was good.
Gobert drawing so much attention from the defense. Nice job finding somebody with a better look.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Pass to Capella. To the left wing. Young on the attack. And the shot goes down. Young's got 10 points in the game.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Oh, he botches the dunk. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already.
Here's Edwards. On the court for Minnesota. They've got Rudy Gobert. MP is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Edwards. And it's Minot in at the 4. Right at the free throw line. Capella with a rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Count it. Good. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing. MP outside. Johnson against Edwards. Back to MP. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 10 points for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Back to Edwards. And blocked. That the glass. Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Capella.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The 3 from Rizachet. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, for 3 quarters, they were the much better team. But when the lead started to slip away, they just lost their composure.
To the inside. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. He picked up 10 in his last game. MP finds Gobert. The shot misses. Atlanta has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Johnson inside. He's against Gobert. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, BA. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. But there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
Edwards against Johnson. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks leading. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
The Timberwolves have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. To the left side wing. Back to MP. Pass to Edwards. Gobert inside. Guarded by Capella. MP, the pass to Gobert. The rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Daniels. Can't hit that one. Good D by Gobert.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
On the wing, Daniels. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point given that he's struggled so mightily.
Dillingham. Oh, and Johnson with a block. The 3 from Rizachet. Knocks down the triple. Rizachet's got 7 points in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here's Daniels. No points so far. Johnson with a bucket. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Pass to Minot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Nance, he's checked in for Atlanta. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Warriors was tremendous. He finished with 30 points, and he was on a tear in that game, recording a season high in points. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Daniels tries again. Pass to Rizachet. Shot clock at 6. Now Nance. Over Dillingham. Minot pulls it in.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
MP with it. And it's going to be a 3-second call. All right, a chance to check out stats for him. And Atlanta making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Minot. Here's Rizachet. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks.
And he gets the bucket.
And there's the ability to finish for Rizachet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
To the paint. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Dillingham. MP's got 4 points this quarter. Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Daniels. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
MP outside. McDaniels got room. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Number 88.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
The Hawks have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Here's Rizachet. That one no good. McDaniels with some nice D.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
MP looking around. Lays it in off the pretty lob. Now just a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Daniels passes to Nance. Stolen by MP. Edwards for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
They just cannot buy a bucket, guys. You tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now here's MP. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
And he provided tenacious defense, tallied a number of steals which energized their team.
6 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Poke loose, and they get it back. MP outside. Pass to McDaniels. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Rizachet's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Hawks lead by 4. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite. Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Pass to MP. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The layup misses.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Back to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. 9 points in the game. Misses the 3.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
MP with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively.
You see McDaniel setting the pick and then finding a soft spot in the defense on his way to the basket. That's good work.
Atlanta's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
So both teams changing it up here. And let's... First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
Hawks, 47. The Timberwolves, 44.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Risache in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. McDaniels can't hit.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Oh, and Reed with a block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And it's tied up with that one. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Here's Young. And it's Young to the rack.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Edwards, a pass to MP. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Young against MP. Young, the pass to Daniels.
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. His first. Team's first.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. MP, the pass to Gobert. Right side Reed. And here's MP. 18 points for him. An open look for Reed. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. There's Young with the 3. Oh, the bomb from Young. My goodness.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
His second.
And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Raptors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Risacher. McDaniels covering. That one goes in. Risacher's got 11 points.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. From downtown. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. And it's Capella with the jam.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Minnesota calls timeout. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
With the way he's cooking, they have to find a way to run him off his spot now.
Niang, he's checked in for Daniels. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota.
And for the most part, they take good shots. Top 5 in field goal percentage. This is a coach who preaches efficiency.
And you brought up their number 2 assist ranking. Their attitude is that the offense has to involve everyone on the floor. The ball's always moving. No one standing around.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's? Timberwolves trail by 19. So for Minnesota right now, in it forward, Edwards and McDaniels. MP is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Edwards against LeVert. Out to the right wing. Reed for 3. LeVert with a rebound. The Hawks lead by 19. DiVincenzo with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Inside. McDaniels can't hit. And Atlanta shooting it at 52% down low. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
MP outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Drives to the hoop. Capella with a block.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end. Outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
Timberwolves trail by 20. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. To the middle. McDaniels with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. McDaniels passes to Edwards. MP finds McDaniels. From the baseline. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 11. Here's Daniels. McDaniels covering. Daniels passes to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Here's Risache. And the shot's good. Risache's got 19 points.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. They'll shoot 2. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
DiVincenzo against LeVert. Pass to Daniels. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McDaniels passes to Edwards. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Atlanta.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Here's Daniels. Puts it up from 12. 2 points. That one goes.
And it seems like Daniels is comfortable all over the floor.
MP outside. And he trades another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Pass to Daniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
Here's Risache. Back to Daniels. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Risache. Now LeVert. Goes back up.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're winning by this much with double-digit turnovers.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
MP, the pass to McDaniels. And now the Hawks on the break. Pass to Capella. Here's Daniels, covered by MP. From deep, Johnson. He buries it from 3. And the Hawks lead by 18.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Minnesota foul.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in.
Team second. Timberwolves substitution. Rudy Gobert.
Here's Daniels, covered by MP. Daniels passes to Johnson. Capella tips it back in.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Edwards, the pass to Reed. Here's Gobert. MP outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. To the inside. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
To the paint. Here's MP. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to MP. Outside. DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Here's MP. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. MP's got 24 points.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Daniels passes to LeVert. The three is up. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. To the middle. Here's MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
The three from Rizashay. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Back to MP. Down low. Here's Reed. The shot no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Atlanta leading by 16. Rizashay no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Capella. On the wing, Daniels. Knocks it down from distance. Daniels has got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Back to MP. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Johnson with it. Here's Daniels. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
MP, the rebound by Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 21.
Well, you got to box him out or he takes off for these throwdown putbacks. Capella doing work on the glass.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. And he's going for the lob.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Minnesota calls timeout. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
And Atlanta making a change here. Young's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels is checked in for DiVincenzo. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Another one falls for Atlanta.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Atlanta leading by 23. Now here's Johnson. Here's Rizachet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Atlanta ball. Two minutes.
6 to shoot.
In the game.
The kick out to Young. And the Hawks with another three.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
MP inside. Young's there. McDaniels inside. Here's MP. Atlanta with a rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hawks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.